So the first one, movement and functionality. I think, like, fundamentally for CrossFit and for us in CrossFit, moving better is always a goal. We always want to move better, and the foundation of everything that we do is movement. So, like, being able to move better, be more functional through high intensity functional movements is sort of the ultimate aim from the training. But if you really dig into that and what that means and what we want to get out of being able to be more functional and to be able to move better, is that trying to live a healthier and healthier, fitter and stronger life is ultimately what we're trying to get out of training and out of why we learn to move well, why we learn to move better, why we spend so much time going through technique and dialing that in and getting our midline right, and hips back and down, all this stuff, all the really good stuff, scapulas retracted and down, all this stuff is all to help us move better, help us be more functional, help us get in and out of the car much more easily, help us get up out of bed in the morning without that back pain. Like, training for health and fitness, and when you are training for health and fitness, it looks a little bit different when we're training for sport, specifically for sport or specifically to compete. But when we're training for health and fitness, for us, training should be about living a healthier life and allowing you to be able to live a healthier, fitter, stronger, better lifestyle. And yeah, just that example of being able to much better get in and out of the car is a super simple one. Just how many people do you know that get in the car and go, oh, my back, or get up out of the bed in the morning and they roll up, oh, pain in my back, pain in my legs, pain in my shoulder, whatever it is. Like, being able to move better and be able to function better, being stronger, being healthier, being fitter, is all just allowing you to live a better life and just live pain-free. Pain-free is a wonderful thing. Being pain-free, being able to bend down, pick something up off the floor, like, without any pain, pick up your bag, carry a box, whatever it is, moving house, carrying boxes, picking up your chair, moving your chair out of the way, whatever it is, just being able to move better, being more functional, being stronger, fitter, healthier, just all allows you to live a much better life. And I think a lot of the time when training is programmed in a certain way, and when training, when people look at training, that people that are training for health and fitness, they sometimes can get too caught up in sort of the numbers and sort of really pushing to get a bigger squat, bigger this, bigger that, faster, all about that stuff, and sort of perhaps sometimes losing sight of why training, why you move well, and why it's important that, although, yeah, great, we can lift big weights, we can add 20 kilos to whatever and move this much quicker, great, you're getting fitter, again healthier, getting stronger. Movement sometimes can get left behind, and that's when movement gets left behind the numbers, that's when problems arise with injuries and with those kinds of things. And that's when training then sort of deviates from being about you being able to live a healthier life. Then training, sort of when you start picking up injuries, training starts becoming about managing those injuries while still allowing you to push. Whereas what it should be is staying away, keeping those injuries off through a well-programmed training, and training that includes accessory work, training that includes assistance stuff specific to you, that is relative to your injuries or previous injuries or something that you have a problem with. Or, a lot of us spend a lot of time sat down in offices. People that come in and train, you work with clients that sit down in the office all day, and they come to you, they come to train with you, they got that hour for them to get, they go to work, sit down in the car. They've been lying down all night. They get up, they go to work, sit down in the car. They go to work, they get in, they sit down at their desk. They get up, they walk to the car, they drive to the gym, they're sat down. They get into the gym, and then they go in and deadlifting or snatching or rowing, whatever it is. There is a disconnect. You can't offset that much sitting down with an hour of training. It goes some way. It definitely goes some way. It's better than not doing any training. By no means does it go no way at all. But it definitely, there definitely needs to be behind the programming. Not say that there isn't, but there definitely needs to be a focus on helping people move better, helping them become more functional, helping them, and this sort of leads into the next part that I will get onto in a minute, which is education. By helping people learn about how they move, making them more conscious of their movement throughout the day, so that plus when they are sat at their desk, they sit in a much better posture, they sit more upright, they got their core braced, they got their shoulders back, they got everything set at the right height, their keyboard is at elbow height, their screen is up in front of them. That's just an example of someone that could be sat down all day, whether they change to a standing up desk with their keyboard at the right height for them, their mouse right near their screen, head height, things like that. And making people more conscious of their movement should be a very, very big focus of training. And with that said, it shouldn't all be about movement. Like I said, we are trying to get fitter, healthier, stronger, and when we are trying to get fitter, healthier and stronger, there has to be times where you will need to max out. I think it's that also comes under sort of the third point, which is experience, but there is going to be times where we need to max out. We need to go hard. You need to get the experience of going hard. You need to lift heavy. You need to push hard. You need to row fast, assault bike very hard, whatever it is. There needs to be times when we do that as well, but when you are training for health and fitness, it should not be every single day. You shouldn't be going every single day at 95, 100% effort, because when that starts mounting up and you compile that on weeks, maybe even months, you will begin to break down, particularly people that are just training for health and fitness. They are just trying to stay healthier, stay fitter. When you are trying to go at 90, 95, 100% effort for long, prolonged periods every single session, you're going to break down very, very quickly, and that's something that we definitely want to avoid, because ultimately we're trying to make long-term changes, very long-term changes, and not flash in the pan, 3 months, break down, end up back further behind than where you are when you started.